What's up guys, Matt back again with another unboxing video, and today we're going to be reviewing the Kid Goku History Box Volume 4. Before we dive into the video, please remember to subscribe and hit the bell, like the video, comment your thoughts down below for us to discuss, follow me on my socials, and consider becoming a YouTube member to enter into our monthly giveaways and Discord server so our community can help you on your Dragon Ball figure collecting journey. This figure is based on Kid Goku from the Piccolo Daimao arc of Dragon Ball. The figure is based on the moment Goku arrives to fight Piccolo Daimao in Dragon Ball Chapter 154. This is a history box release, which are Banpresto diorama crane figures. This figure sells for an average price of $20 to $30 on the market. If you're interested in buying the figure for cheap, then use my discount code Peaches24 at bashmancollectibles.com to get 10% off of your first order and 5% off of every future order afterwards. The figure was released on October 7th, 2022. Goku stands at about 5 inches tall, weighs 10 ounces in box, weighs 4.1 ounces on his own, and the figure comes whole with his base and building. Alright, we're back with History Box, and we're almost done with History Box. Besides this video, I will only need to review 2 more, and they are the very first 2 History Box figures that ever came out. And then I'll be fully caught up with the History Box series, and I can, look on to better days, because I can say that nowadays, most History Box releases, they're pretty okay, for the most part. But as I go to the earlier ones, that's when I start to see some issues. So let us dive right in before I say too much about the figure, because I want to break this down for you guys. So as a character choice, this is volume 4 of History Box. So they had 4 releases before this, and it's Goku. Do you know who the first 3 releases were? It was Goku, and I think 3 was also Goku. I think the first one is Goku doing the Spirit Bomb. The second one is Super Saiyan Goku saying bye-bye to everybody before he teleports Cell. And then I think Volume 3 is the one that I have. Super Saiyan Goku when he fights Frieza. And then this is the 4th one, it's Goku. Holy crap, Bandai. Chill out. I know it's Kid Goku, and it's a super iconic moment. I love that panel that this is based on when he shows up and he's ready to fight Piccolo, and he looks pissed. I love it, but 4 Gokus in a row, Bandai? Come on. I'm going to give the character choice a 3 out of 5. So I would do a 2, but it is Kid Goku, so they change it up a little bit. And I like the moment that it is taken from, and adding like the building and stuff is a nice touch. So I don't know. He's probably the most unique History Box figure. I'll at least say that. But yeah, 3 out of 5 for character choice. Likeness, I think Varuk actually sculpted this figure, and this is the rare occurrence where he kind of missed, I think, in the likeness department. He looks pretty good in the face, but something looks a little off. Like, I think it's the shape of his face, how they did his mouth, and just how they're trying to, transport a figure that's to the side and looking to the side. In a 3D environment, it just comes off a little awkward. I'm not really quite sure what makes it just super off for me, but I'm gonna give the likeness a 3 out of 5. It's not the best, but it's certainly not the worst. I don't think it's bad at all, but just kind of off in my opinion. Sculpt quality is okay. The big thing about this thing that I just want to get out of the way that's so distracting is this giant seam that's on the top of his head, and I can't stand it when I see that on a Goku figure or any Dragon Ball figure, where you just see this big line like they're one of those eggshells on Easter that you can just split it open and look inside. It's ugly, it looks cheap, it sucks. I will also say that while I do like the diorama and having the building there behind him and everything as a 3D picture, not actually detailing behind the building is kind of whack. Like, it would have been nice if they just did a whole 3D render of the building from all angles, but like the back of it is just like cut off, and the grass is just it's just random green. Like, the material, it just looks cheap. Like, his base looks super cheap. And that's kind of the whole sculpt in general. It just looks a little cheap. So I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Really nothing spectacular. A for effort at the very least. Paint and shading is okay. There's no shading. I mean, the only real detailed shading would be like on the grass stuff, but not really. He has a little bit more of a muted color to him as well. It's just very plain. There's nothing that really draws me. It kind of, this whole thing just kind of reminds me of a Happy Meal toy, if I'm being honest. So paint shading's nothing spectacular. I'm okay with giving it a 3 out of 5. They did the colors right at the very least, so I will give them that. Size and scale, you know, in regular history box fashion, of course this will not scale with any history box figure. It's not going to scale with anybody in general, especially when you put like the building into account. It's like, oh, the building's like tiny and Goku's like big. That's probably what makes this look super goofy, is the size of the building that's next to him. He's like, Goku's the same size of the building. That might throw some people off. But I do like the size, because he is a kid, so it being small is okay. But yeah, it's whatever. It's also a 3 out of 5. Nothing that great. But yeah, in standard history box fashion, it was able to live to its reputation and stay at a solid 3 all the way through. Not my favorite history box release. I think the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the Super Saiyan Goku versus Frieza, the Gohan Beast, the Majin Vegeta, like, those are definitely a lot better, but then you get like things. This one's not horrible. It's just completely, you know, down the middle. And it's not, at least it's not Frieza or Orange Piccolo. So I'm going to walk away and give this Goku a 3 out of 5. But until the next video, guys, I will see you all later.